Down 800 on funded. That's rough, dude. How'd you manage that? You tried to gamble CPI? Help me, Unc. I'm scared. What'd you do? Dude, did you try to gamble CPI? Are you in the Discord, man? I warned you. I definitely warned you. If you're in the Discord, I said be careful. If you're unfunded, don't be trading it. It's not worth it. Who said I was profitable? You mean like the initial CPI candle or the residuals? No, you can trade the like after price settles like it has. Yeah, that's fine to trade. I don't recommend being in a trade or trying to jump in as this is going on, as the news is coming out. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but you might end up in a situation like you're in. I've done it enough where I'm just like, yeah, it's not worth it. Too many good trades come every day to try to gamble CPI like that. If you want to gamble, go to the casino, man. Two funded's down on CPI. Let's go chat. Oh, dude. You just assumed. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I consider myself profitable. I've been taking consistent payouts for like 6 months now. So I think you kind of got to be doing that for at least 9 to 12 months straight to really legitimately consider yourself profitable. So I try to keep try to stay realistic. First thing I hear, Gabe will go to the casino. Yeah, if you want to gamble, man, that's where to do it. If you want to trade, got to exhibit some discipline. Yeah, it's still a valid gap. Just made 2 bands off these. Hey, man. I saw some guy, he was full port in gold, and he made a ton. Yeah, I saw your message, Nick. That's awesome, dude. Crushing it. What'd you say, 5.7, right? Is that what you said? What's up, Nathan? How's it going, man? No, it wasn't ZZ. I didn't know he was trading right now. I watch him in the Asia session, him and Turbo. I like Turbo. I watched him again last night. I took a little gold trade before he came on. I ended up catching a nice like 18 points. I only did 3 micro contracts, so it was like 322 profit. But still, like I'm just trying to learn how price moves. I've been watching it for a couple weeks now, and It's pretty interesting. I've only taken 2 trades on it so far. I'm up on both trades, so I didn't, man. I wanted to watch as soon as he started streaming, I was closing out of the trade. We were pushing. I caught it when it pushed down into the 4-hour lows, and then closed it towards the 4-hour high, and he hadn't taken a trade yet, so I cut off the stream and went and had more schoolwork to do. There you go, Tristan. Little recovery. Yeah, you can still use this gap. We're gonna. You could use it as like a continuation or a support level, whatever you want to call it. But we're gonna keep an eye, see what this wants to do. It might come down and retrace back the full move. We'll see. Appreciate that, Nick. Yeah, gold's interesting, man. It scares the crap out of me, though. Am I playing white noise? No. Is there a sound? You're hearing something? I wonder if it's my mic. How about now? All kinds of technical difficulties over here, man. I'm old. You're 19. I need to hire you as my tech guy, man. I got a brother who's like super techie. He's in like cybersecurity or whatever. He loves this stuff. Get him over here to get me squared away. Huge delay. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. I don't know how to fix that. It sucks. It's not a setting. I don't have a delay setting on. Um, I actually know that it's not on because I have it unchecked or whatever. It's weird. Hey, man, God's in control. It is a scary world, but we know who wins in the end. Just got to make sure you're raising some lions. Yeah, I plan on having my kids on the chart as soon as they can start reading or talking. You can be sitting on the charts learning this stuff. The lion full portion is screen record it, Luke. I want to watch you do it, man. I'm going to live vicariously through you. Yeah, exactly. We're going to be learning standard deviation on day one. Nathan, yeah, I played it for a while last night, and as soon as I get off the charts here, I'm going to try to play it today. One of my brothers is home from work, at least until the afternoon, so I'm going to hop on there with him and run it. Been loving it, dude. It's a great game. Last night's the first time I played it in like 2 weeks, though, unfortunately. Do I trade SMTs? I use them as an added confluence, but I don't rely super heavily on them. Do you just look for more green or red for the book map? Well, it just shows you where the orders are stacked up. I could zoom in. I don't know if you're on YouTube right now and looking at this, but when I zoom in, you can kind of see a more accurate level of where they're stacked up. So price is attracted to those levels theoretically. So it gives you an idea of, especially if you see it start to pick up momentum in one direction and there's more orders stacked above it, it's kind of magnetic, and it'll continue in that direction. Yeah, I saw him do that, man. TJR is wild. What's the plan for news? I sit and watch, and then we react afterwards. Kind of let the dust settle a little bit, and then take what we can get. See what the market wants to do. With SMTs, the way it would work, like right now, if we saw that ES was dumping hard, which there is a little bit of an SMT right now, there's actually a pretty decent SMT there. You can see this right here. You would typically take that as a sign that price is going to want to turn around here potentially on NQ. But like I said, that's not always the case. I don't rely solely on it. If I see a short setup and then I see an SMT to the downside like that, that's just an added confluence. I don't rely solely on it. Nick, Battlefield, the new Battlefield. Super fun, dude. You want to see ES order flow? Some big orders on ES stacked up at 68.33 all the way up to 68.34. Huge sell orders in there. It's fun, man. You don't like it, Reaper? The BR's coming out at the end of the month, man. I'm looking forward to that. Actually, in like 4 days, I think. You know it, Paul. I wish I had more time to play, man. Bro, you played Medal of Honor too? Medal of Honor Spearhead was my game, man. Vietnam, yeah. Medal of Honor was the game. Can you explain how you use the heat map? You use it basically when you see these massive orders stacked up. Price is kind of attracted to those levels. And when it starts to pick up those orders and you see more orders stacked below it or above it, price, ooh, big jump. News, sorry. See what this does here. Got distracted. Still pending. PMI still pending here. Flash PMI 55.2, better than in forecast. And manufacturing PMI is better than forecast. So we'll see what this does here. We're a little bit thin here, to be honest. This might be moving down some. Let's see what this does here. There's orders stacked up lower here. See if it goes to 20. Nope. Order just got yanked at 25, 510. Or they just yanked a big order there. Stacking orders big, 27 up there. There we go. I'm going to go to the 1 minute, give us a better idea here. $25,500 would be an interesting level here. They're fighting each other right at this level. Fighting hard. There's going to be a breakout here in a second, one way or the other. Either up or down. I know that kind of goes without saying, but I'm just watching the fight here. 25,500 coming. Right there. 25,490 coming. Coming right here. Boom. 25,480 is another big level. There's 25,490. There's still orders stacked there. They didn't scoop those. Boom. 25,480 next. Starting to get some injection of orders above us here. 25,480 is still key here. Big support level, 25,480 here. Boom. Touched a piece of it. Didn't take all of it. Still, there it is. Now 25,470 is the last line of defense, I think, that we have for shorts, and then it could push higher, but we'll see. This could just make up the whole of the move here. 25,470 is the last big order stack, which would be right here. See if it breaks through. Want to know what I'm putting in my water to get so big? Dude, I'm not big right now. I wish I looked like I looked last year at this time. Forex Factory, Nate. ForexFactory.com. Taking the 2-minute short to day low. There you go. I'd be careful here. Orders coming in higher. Order just came in lower at 25,465. 25,500 big buy orders stacking up there. Here's your short coming into play here. Down to 25,450, I think you're clean at least. Potentially. We'll see how it reacts right here. 25,465 is a key level. Nah, Joey, I haven't taken a trade yet. Kind of just seeing how this wants to play out. See that 470 level. I told you that was a key level right there. There was some big orders stacked. I don't know if it's going to revisit that level or not. There is an order stacked up at 25,463. Decently sized order down there. We just scooped up 83 orders right there. Yeah, trade unfunded. Saw him buy at the top of the like, that sucks. This is why I'm hands off, man. This is perfect for order flow traders, though. Eventually I'm going to get to the point where I'm trading in these conditions based on the order flow, but I'm not comfortable. I'm still learning how to read these charts and watching how price behaves based on the orders. So when it's volatile, super volatile like this, I want to see how price behaves. I guarantee you there's a guy I follow named Rips who I try to learn this order flow stuff from. I guarantee you he's eaten today. I guarantee it. Made 1,500 off the pre-market short at 922. There you go. I'm using Bookmap to look at order flow. The blue triangle is an inverted fair value gap. Big order at 25,500 now. Big order. Price is coming back up, I think. You do what you want. I'm not telling you how to trade. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing on the book map. Gorkum, I would recommend changing the way you phrase that sentence. The news did not blow your account. The news didn't click the button. Just saying. It's fighting this level right here. I still think it wants to go higher. It's all love. I'm not dogging on you, man. I hate that for you. But I've done that plenty of times. That's why I don't get involved until I'm really sure about what I'm seeing. That feeling of losing, I'm tired of feeling that. Blown accounts, I'm tired of feeling that. The pain was enough for me to stop taking the risk. What's your entry, Tristan? Oh, you didn't? Okay. Yeah, I think that's smart to hold off on the short here. I think if you were to invert this five, or excuse me, that four, I'd be a little more interested. But the fact that that 470 level was key. I think price is just going to want to push off of this potentially. This is just what I'm seeing. I think we want to go higher here. We'll see though. I could be wrong. It could dump. Nope. There we go. It's big order stacked up at 25,500. They're spoofing it too. They're pulling and adding, pulling and adding, pulling. They're adding to it now. They're adding hard to it. Pulling and adding, pulling and adding. Yeah, I can in 1 second, Nick. Hang on. Let's see if 2,500 gets hit here. Boom. Coming right now. Keeps edging it. There it is. Coming up. Boom. Nick, 626K. There's some orders up there, nothing major. The levels basically go from 25,580 down to 25,400. So there are some down there, but nothing crazy yet. Did I freeze? You still hear me? Oh, there's nothing major up there. There are some, but there's nothing major. Most of the levels are up to like 25,580 right now. More orders are getting injected higher here. Come back to bed. I miss you. You're wild. I'm going to start calling you Moose. Big dip. Order stacked up again down at that 470 level. I wonder if somebody's just trading, some institutions just trading support and resistance here. From 470 all the way up to 500 and back down. Absolutely, Adam. Yeah, every day. I did take yesterday off, so I guess that's not necessarily true, but definitely hitting it today. All right, 10 o'clock. Let's see what the 10 o'clock candle looks like right here. We got 2 minutes until that happens. Minute and 30 seconds, actually. Appreciate all the follows. You guys are awesome. Kind of thinned out unless there you go, more injection there. 25,500 again, and 25,480 down low. Boom, there's 500. I think we're about to invert this 1 minute here. Ishmael, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at that would entice me to get into this. Maybe it's tempting to get in off the inversion of this gap. We could use what I would do if I was going to do that. I'd use the standard deviation tool, probably something like this. TP would be up here. First TP would be at this 2 standard deviations. Full TP would be at 4 standard deviations. Doubt it would go all the way up there, but if I was going to get in, that's what I would get in on. I'd use 4.7. This low right here is my stop. That's a long stop, but yeah. Got in long off the 1 minute. Order book just thinned out below. Still orders higher here. I think we I might take a stab at a little long here. Just see what happens. Got to pull back here to 514 potentially. But after that, I think we're in the clear. I'm going to put my stop down here. First TP. Well, I'm only in one contract here. We'll keep it light. We'll see what this does. We'll see. Big order at 535. Big orders all the way up to 25,550. So this 550 level will be pretty key. Based on the order book, I don't know why we would be falling down here, but we'll see. Big order at 25,507. Not huge, but there's an order there. We'll see what happens here. I'd be really surprised if we dumped at this point. But, you know, can't happen. This is the 4 minute right here. 3 minute. 5 minute. Sticking to the 4 for right now. See what happens. Big order right there. We need this to kind of blow through this level. Yeah, Matt, you see it too? It's literally like right now it's from 502 to up to right where we are. So hopefully we blow through this and they don't get to spoof orders lower, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to pull price down by spoofing those orders. But there's clear highway all the way up to 550 here. If we can get up to the 532 level, I think it pulls it even higher up to the 550. We'll see what happens. Big dip, big dip. That was that 502 level that I just called out. Hopefully that doesn't drag it even lower. They're spoofing price to try to go lower here. They're fishing. I think this goes right back up, though. Yeah, that 522 level. I think this is getting ready to blow the roof off, potentially. Hopefully it doesn't want to make one more pullback before going higher here. I think it wants to go higher, though. I think it really does. If we can break through the 520 area, I think this really takes off. $535 next coming. Boom. Should have taken TP at that level. It's all right, though. Should have taken TP right at that line. See how I had that marked out? Took that order. I think he still goes higher here. Locked in 180 times 3 there on fundeds. It's not terrible. Could have gone higher. Appreciate that, Fax. What size funded? The TPT account is 100K, and then there's two 50K Apex accounts. I hate how excuse me. I hate how there was such a delay there. Me trying to close that order. I should have closed it on Trade-of-8 rather than closing it on TradingView, because I clicked close on Trade-of-8 and realized I wasn't on my lead account, so I had to click it on TradingView. It's all good though. Missed out on about $150 on that extra times 3. Yeah, 3,600. I'm looking at it too. IDK. It's at 3,600 on mine right now. Appreciate that, Nick. Thank you. Just closed for close to 600. There you go, man. I trade to Asia, so I can't even pass both my events. Yeah, I know what you mean, because it counts it as the same session. just closed for a house mortgage. Just hit 1.8. Did you guys take that same trade that I was taking there, or were you taking your own trades? Do you prefer NQ over ES? I like both. Whichever one looks cleaner. Whichever one is the cleaner looking. Of course, you took the same trade. Yeah, Bookmap's on YouTube right now. Took it on ES. Nice. There's still orders stacked up to the 550 level again. This mark right here that I have marked out, there's a bunch of orders stacked up there. So that's the next major, like the next closest orders below us. The biggest order is down at 500. So I think it wants to hit this before if it's going to go lower. I think it wants to hit this first. That's just what I would guess. It could do whatever it wants, but based on the book map, that's what I would anticipate happening. Copy trading until you get a Lambo. I don't know if it's going to reverse yet, Nick. I think 550. I still think that level is key up here. 550, 551. I'm going to put this right at 550. I think that's a key level right there to get an idea of what price wants to do. There are a couple orders stacked up below that at 545, and then they're just spoofed an order at 548. So they're trying to get price to go up there, it looks like. I think you could potentially get a spike right through this level here any second. Jaden, that's tough, dude. I think I've said it before in the chat here. First, I passed my first two evals at the same time. First eval I ever passed, I passed two at the same time. Started trading them the next trading day. I lost them within a trade. Both of them blew them in like one trade. So, dude, we've all been there, man. This is NASDAQ futures. I'm not sure what's pulling these orders down here. The book map definitely is lit up higher. Could just be a pullback before. I really think we're going to get one of those spiky moves right through this level like we saw just a second ago. Four years, Devo. You lost $3K on a funded account because I apparently profited too much. Yeah. Yeah, there's a consistency rule for most firms. I've got a trading account I'm trying to start up. It's called Adam Trades. I appreciate any follows. There you go. Drop some follows on Adam. It's not an app. It's an actual software on my computer called Bookmap. Appreciate that, Reaper. I think you'll like them. I think you'll like they're a good firm. Order stacked up here at 537.50. Getting ready to take it. There it is. Now that could drag price up to 545 here, potentially. $545 is the next big level. It's teasing the hell out of this level right here. This 545 to 550 range. There's major orders stacked up there, and it's just teasing it. Just had some orders come in lower. I'm still anticipating just a strong spike through this level in just a second. orders just came in down at 25,522. $545 is the next big level here. Here it comes, I think. No, as soon as I said that, I scared it away. $521 order stacked down there too. That could be spoofing the price lower. $521. They pulled a couple of the orders up there at $545. They yanked a couple of them big, or they just moved it up to $550. 561 orders just got stacked up at $550, right at my line. Yeah, Reaper. It shows you where all the orders are stacked up, and I have a filter on that gets rid of the bot. Sometimes bots. Here comes 521. Boom. You trade 5 minute? I trade whatever time frame the price seems most clear on. I like 5 minute to get the higher time frames I use, like the 1 hour, 15, stuff like that, to get a general idea. But anything 5 and below, I'll use as an entry point. 521 still got some orders stacked right here. It might be getting ready to grab these. Boom. There's 521. Yeah, this might be the that might have been the retrace for the push higher here. We'll see. I'd be really surprised if it's just going to leave those massive orders stacked up there. More orders just came down at 520. Had my TP at London High. We're at all-time highs right now. London High was way down there. Oh, were you short? No, we're not in a trade. You'll know. We were in a trade a minute ago. Yeah, we won. Up. We're up pretty decently on the day here. 182 times 3, and then plus the gold trade I took last night, so 522. Mini. We traded one mini. What do I use to trade? What do you mean by that? You mean like what platform? What's up, Puma? Yeah, we're in the green. We're in the green. This is Trading View right here. This is a website that I chart on. I usually execute my trades on a platform called Trade-Of-8, which is a different website. So yeah. You're a full-time trader. It's my full-time income. I'm in school full-time too, so I usually do this in the mornings. I don't have class today until 2, so that's why I'm hanging out maybe a bit longer than I usually do. But yeah, this is my full-time income. Junior, mid-junior. Paul, you asked me something earlier. What'd you ask? I saw it, but I was looking at the book map. Book map thinned up tremendously between 540 and basically the 500 level. It's pretty thin, so I'm not sure what price wants to do here. It could just consolidate before we distribute. Full-time income. There's a dump. Down to 500 would be the next key level here. Big orders just came in down at 500 and down at 490. I'm so surprised that we edged this 550 level and didn't take those orders. 561 orders were stacked up right there. Can't grow a beard anywhere. What you have, appreciate it. I didn't used to be able to grow one. How can you learn the book map? It's one of those things you just got to do it, man. You got to just sit there and spend hours watching it, kind of like what I'm doing right now. Just not even trading, just watching it. That's kind of what I've been doing. I still don't have it completely down pat, but you get a better grasp on it the more you watch it. I think that 500 level is kind of the line in the sand for the shorts potentially. I think it might hit that level and then go higher. We'll see. There's a couple of orders stacked up at 494. Not a ton, but there are some down here. I'm using Bookmap. Yeah, I just noticed that, Nick. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate all the follows, too. I think 500 gets hit here. It's just edging it. Keep edging these key levels here. Yeah, Joe, I have a filter on that's supposed to filter out most of those spoofs. I mean, you'll still see that's kind of how the market works. They spoof orders to kind of pull price in a certain direction, but there's bots that'll do that too that aren't even real orders. So I have a filter on that's supposed to filter out those fake orders that are just manipulation. Um, but you still kind of want to know where those are because it's still causing a big order just came in right above us here. Yeah, see, there was a guy just spoofing orders higher right there with. Let's see what happens here. What about those orders down at 450? I'm not seeing those. Oh, I see you. Yeah, I just had to scroll out a little bit. Yeah, that's a support level. No wick on the 4 hour. I'd like to see if we tap back into this 5 minute down at 466 potentially, and then go higher. But it could be ready to go higher now. It keeps edging these key levels here. Still big order, couple big orders stacked up down here at the 500 level. Some down at 495 in this area. So we'll see. What am I studying? Economics currently. Yeah, economics major, minor in real estate, I'm double minoring, minor in real estate, minor in Japanese. How do you use Bookmap? You're reading the order flow, so it's a big heat map that um, shows you where orders are stacked up. That's what it looks like. About 100 a month. There's 500. Edged it again. Absolutely. Absolutely worth it. Yeah, all in, it's about 100 a month. Global Plus is what you got to get. Yeah, I mean, you can pay for that in one trade easily. We just basically paid for it 6 times over with that one trade that we took a second ago. I do. I have that on too. You couldn't see it because I can't put enough. That's the whole reason I don't have it displayed on my TikTok. If you go to YouTube, you can see the full chart that I'm looking at, and at the bottom it has. I guess you can't see that on YouTube either, but I'm looking at it on my screen. The CVD and bid, liquidity tracker, bid to ask, and the differential and all that stuff. Yeah, it's legit cheating. I heard PJ call it wall hacks. Aimbot. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I use it. I use it with ICT principles. I know a lot of people dog on ICT. I've found success with it. Here's the key level I was just marking out. See if we touch into this gap right here and then push higher potentially. There are orders stacking down at 480 now. I'm gonna clear some of this out so that we just took this level too right there at 94. Take a breath. It's because of the lives, man. It's because of the lives. And I used to post a ton of content. This account started as a fitness account about 2.5 years ago, and I gained most of my followers. I got a lot of followers from that. So that was really where I took off. But I didn't like the the kind of attention that I was getting from the fitness stuff. So I kind of discontinued doing all that. Yeah, the lives are where it's at, man. I didn't start doing this though because I'm trying to get big or like have a ton of followers or anything. I'm doing that. I started this because I wanted to show my friends and my family what I had going on because they were asking questions, and then a bunch of people started watching. I mean, not a bunch, it's a decent amount, but um, yeah, I didn't start doing this because I thought I was like the best trader in the world and wanted to like educate other people. I still don't think that I'm like some goated trader or anything. There's plenty of other better traders to watch. Why didn't you like the attention? It was not centered around the purpose that I was trying to do. I was trying to be motivational, and I was trying to also be educational about actually working out. And it turned into more like a seemed like everything I put was getting the reactions that thirst traps would get, which I wasn't looking for. Was not interested in that kind of attention. Appreciate that, Tyreek. Appreciate that. Glad you're here, man. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Kyle. You know what I mean, man? It's like the devil's waiting around every corner, man. You got to protect yourself. All right, we got orders stacking up a little lower here, down, getting more and more intense down to the 480 level. I'm not sure if those are just people with their sell stops because they're long here, or if that's people trying to drag price lower. It's kind of hard to differentiate. Appreciate that one. This guy named Rips, Marlo. This guy named Rips. He doesn't, in his live streams, he doesn't really teach strategy, but you can kind of watch. I mean, if you can learn based on behavior, you can watch his behavior and kind of learn from that, and where he's getting in, where he's getting out. He doesn't show when he's in a trade necessarily, but you can tell. If you watch him enough, you can tell he gets really quiet and locks in, and you can see him just looking, and then he'll be out and he'll show his brokerage statements. So you know he's legit, dude. He's crushing it. Let's just say that. He is crushing it. It's not uncommon for him to have 30K, 50K days. And he shows his brokerage statements, so it's not like he's trading his personal capital. He'll trade props too, but those kind of big days are on his personal account. Big order stack that just came in down at 460 and then 450. I think price might be trying to dig into this previous gap here. Maybe take the data wick low, potentially. We'll see what happens. Rips, R-I-P-S. You can find him on about every platform except for TikTok, I think. YouTube, Kick, Twitter. Very well could, Harry. Yeah, very well could. I'm not in a trade. This is NASDAQ futures. Big order down at 450. 460 to 450 is a pretty key area right there. Should I buy the 100K with it being only 60 or buy the 50K for 33? That's up to you, man. You got a larger profit target to reach with the 100K, but there's more buffer. So I have a 100K TPT account and 50K Apex accounts. Never passed 100K before. Maybe it'd be good practice. I don't know. That's up to you. Buy side's thin right now. You still have those orders up there at 550 where I have this marked out right here. But between here and there, it's thin. But, I mean, it was thin to the downside when we were up at that level earlier, and we look where we are now. So we'll see. We'll just pay attention to this. This is a key level right here, I think, in this 480 range. You like futures? Futures Elite. Is that a firm? I've never heard of them. Rasmus, I'm using Bookmap, which uh, shows where the orders are stacked up. You in a trade, Reaper? Yeah, yeah. My bad, man. It's a here. I'll show it to you. This is what it looks like. It's like a fish finder. It's like a fish finder for trading. What am I looking at? That's called Bookmap. That's where you can see level 2 data. You go to Bookmap's website and download the software on your computer. Yeah, Global Monthly is what I have. Global Plus, excuse me. What are you talking about, Reaper? Oh, my bad. I couldn't see that for some reason. I appreciate the likes. Oh, I see it now. I see you. I appreciate that. This could break loose here. I wouldn't if we invert this 3 to the downside here, we could break loose to data lows. Appreciate that, Nick. Appreciate that, Fitty. Appreciate that, man. Can you trade? Can I trade for you? I had this conversation with somebody yesterday. Not legally allowed to do that. That violates several securities laws. Would be fun to be able to do, man. But that's basically what a you know portfolio manager does. Oh, I know how to fish, man. I grew up fishing. Nick, my whole family lives on the water. I wouldn't say I'm the best. I have a brother that was a charter fishing guy for a while. He's very well versed on the fishing. Whenever I go, I usually go with him. Oh, learn to fish. I get it. And it's an analogy. My bad. My bad. I'm slow sometimes, man. Uh, Mostly in North Carolina, some in Florida. You, what part of NC are you in? Monroe. Know exactly where it is. I'm in Chapel Hill. Grew up in Wake Forest. The whole family lives down in at the beach. Okay, so they're right up the road. It's hard to say whether we're going back up here. I think we might just stay in this little range right here potentially. I'm not. It's nothing. I'm seeing nothing convincing that I'm wanting to get involved in at the moment. We could break loose to the downside and take these data lows. But right now, this area looks like a pretty strong level of support. So we'll see what happens here. You locked out? Nice work, Kyle. Hope you have a good one too, man. Marlo, I've spent some time down there too, man. It's a pretty area. Got to get one more trade in. Hey, got to follow rules, man. If I don't see an A+ setup or something that is convincing me to get into the market here, then I'm not necessarily just gonna take a trade. $62 orders stacked up right here. Moved up a little bit. Somebody's long from this level. Bunch of orders just came in higher here. You think it's going to go to the right? Up and to the right or down and to the right? Yeah, I'd stream daily 50. Usually between 9 and 9:30 I go live. By 9:30 I'm live. Every day. Yeah, on TikTok and YouTube. Yep. Gold. Potentially, man. I'd be careful. Pretty extended right there. Touch back, a dig back into that 15 and then maybe a long. Did break structure right there. I don't know. I haven't been watching it long enough to really get a good idea of what gold wants to do. Don't overtrade, man. Yeah, hope to see you, 50. Hope you're in here, man. Enjoy you guys being here. Yeah, Reaper, don't overtrade. Stick to 1 or 2 trades and be done for the day. I think if you invert this 5, which we're in the process of doing, hopefully it doesn't run too quickly. But I think that could potentially be a long. This 480 area would have been a nice place to touch back right into that 5 minute right here. Would have been a perfect 470 range. Perfect long. Probably could have taken that. This is NASDAQ futures, Marco. Yeah, it's going to run without us. You have to pay for data separately, original. Yeah, if we get a little pullback right here, I might take a stab up to the 550 level. We'll see what happens. That would be my last trade. If we don't get a pullback, then no trade. Clean setup here, though. At least up to this high. Pretty sure this isn't going to pull back, though. It looks like pretty clean sailing up higher. We'll see. I'm up 1K on this trade. Nice, man. Very nice. I think we get to pull back here to the close to the 520 level would be cool. Can't see the screen. Can't see what happened. It's still showing on mine. Hang on. Is it there? Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. I see what you're saying. Shit, my bad. I was dialed in. Thank you. Need to pull back down here. Come on. There we go. Whoa. Patience. Patience. That's why I don't set limit orders. Don't know what that was. Somebody tweet something? Holy. Whole book map just lit up. That's exactly why I don't set limit orders. What did Trump say? See what happens here. Is somebody talking that I'm missing? Seems like something's going on because this is acting super weird. $10.50 macro maybe? It's almost tempting to close this because this is weird. 516 just had a big order stack up. $516 is getting ready to get swept up, I think. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, something's happening right now. Definitely feels like something's going on that we're not aware of. I think we're on the wrong side of this. Just negated that inversion. This is strange. Trump said China. Did he really? This is getting stopped. Boom. 1 for 1. Or, excuse me, 1 for 2. Make sure I close that so we don't run into the same issue I had the other day. Yeah, something happened there that we're not aware of, because that was not there was nothing on the book map that was showing that. That's what it seemed like. Maybe not. I have my notifications on for that. For any of his statements. Not sure what that was. Now prices lit up down to the 470 level again. Down to here. Yeah, this dump, dude, something's got to be 1,000 more points than this. Yeah, true. Big sell order just popped in up there at 493. Very strange. What's that? Must be the 1050 macro that caused all that. I don't know. Yeah, we took through 2, lost 1, 1, 1. We're still up. Still up 167. Let's see what happens at this 70 level. I'm done. Those hit my trade limit, 2 trades for the day, but still I'm curious to see what price does here. Yeah, no, we're done. Yeah, very strange. There's the 470. It's not an odd question, man. Yeah, I don't know why the link in the. I need to fix that link in the in my bio. Hang on one second. Try that. There you go, Gentry. Could be looking to take this data low. That could be what this is. $470 is hot. Now it's down to 450. Down to here, that's the next major line, and then 440. 430 has a ton of orders, which is where this data wick is. You do have a, I don't know, is that a breaker? It's a dude watering plants right outside my window. I guess you'd call that a breaker, potentially. And then what do we have inside of that? Yeah, so I mean, this could dump very easily. But this has also been a very strong area of support, so we'll see what happens. There you go, Nick. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. There's something sketchy going on with all this, man. You just had a massive amount of orders stack up again at 430. It's a good thing I had my stop set so tight. Yeah, I saw it. And just completely edged those orders down there at 430, and then it's turning right back around. I don't know, Nathan. Look at that, dude. Just hit two shorts up 1400. Very nice, man. Think about how pissed people are. They probably got their TP set right here at this data wick low for their shorts. Just got liquidated. Eesh. No, we took two trades. Won one, lost one. We're still up. $167. $167.50. What's up, Benjamin? How's it going, man? I'm not in anything. You'll know when I'm in. You'll see it on the chart. What was my best day this week? Caught that caught that short. Let's see. Best day this week was yesterday and the day before, and both were 3,300. Not bad. Yeah, it was a big losing day, though. 4,400, 4,300. Trying to minimize those, man. Minimize those losing days. That's TradeZella. That's what app that is. How much do you recommend to trade? What do you mean by that, Fuego? No, you can't swing trade on Apex. You can't hold past market close. You looking for longs? We just got stopped out for a pretty decent loss there. We're still up 187 on the day. We took one trade and won it. Took another trade and got stopped out. So I usually stick to 2 trades for the day at the most. I was hesitant to even take that second one. I should have listened to my gut on that, but it's all good. But no, we're not. We're just watching. I'm practicing reading book map here, learning how that goes. And this is the 4-minute. This is the 5-minute. Appreciate the follows too, guys. Appreciate all that. Appreciate the love. Dude had one losing day. Yeah, $4,000, dude. I lost a lot of people's don't even make that in a month. So I know how silly that feels to lose that kind of money. Nice, Nick. Glad the link worked. There's no telling, man. This is I didn't expect this dump. I didn't expect two kind of strange things here. We edged 550 where there's some massive orders, and then we're edging this data wick low here where there's some seriously massive orders. A lot of those have been yanked, but I'm not even sure what price wants to do now. Now we're digging into this 5-minute. Could dig into this 5 and then dump lower, or we could just say, hey, we're going to completely disregard market structure and we're going to we're going to invert the 5 to the upside here. Let me see if I'll get you another link there, Reaper. Posted on the YouTube. Oh shit! I didn't see you over there. My bad. It's on the YouTube too. So now we're fighting between these two 5-minute gaps. No, this is NASDAQ futures. It looks like crypto. We're thinking shorts or longs once it taps into the fair value gap, then shorts. No. It's fighting between these two 5 minutes. You have massive orders stacked up here at the 550 level. You also have massive orders stacked up at the 500 level right here. So, and you have massive orders stacked down here. It could just keep dipping lower and try to take out this data wick low. So I'm out. I'm not in. I honestly think I'm going to call it, man. I'm starving. I'd like to sit here longer, but I'm starving. I got things I need to be doing. I got a class at 2, so I need to eat. I'm going to go work out. One short's bad, but I don't think they're going. Hey, don't try not to want something in one way or the other. Just take what price gives you. If you see a good setup for a short, take it. If you see a good setup for a long, take it. Try not to marry a desire for a certain direction if you can. What's a DWL? Close your computer. There you go. How do I start doing this? YouTube. Look up T-Trades on YouTube and start with his educational series on there. Kind of get an idea of how price moves. I don't know what DWL is, and what is that? Where are you seeing that? Yeah, PJ Trades is a good resource. Yeah, there's plenty of free resources out there. Oh, Data Wick Low, my bad. Data Wick Low, sorry. Duh. My bad, dude. My bad. Data Wick Low, that's from the 8 o'clock, or the, what news was that? This was Data Wick Low too from the 8:30 news. This was the 9:30 market open. This was the CPI low. This Data Wick low down here. I didn't think that we were going to revisit that. That's why I don't have it marked off. But yeah, that's not a bad that Data Wick low also. Could you just hedge CPI each month? You're going to get cooked, dude, if you do that. Personal capital. You got a 180 point swing here. So if you're wrong, you're going to get cooked. It's not. It'd be way more. The average would be way better if you just learned how to trade and took very small trades on a consistent basis. CPI wick not hitting midnight, and yours does. You're looking at MNQ, Nathan. My MNQ does. True day open. It went just past it. It didn't on NQ. Same with if you look at the all-time highs prior to the this CPI. The all-time highs got hit by MNQ and did not get hit by NQ, which was interesting. When I was marking out the chart this morning, I noticed that. So like MNQ was making more drastic moves slightly, but slightly more drastic moves. I mark it on both. I mark everything on both typically. But I make my trades. I've recently only been taking trades on NQ. Haven't really been trading micros. 1 to 3 minis is what I've been sizing with. It's a little aggressive, but I've been seeing decent results with it. Don't have to hold trades as long. I keep a tighter stop, but that hasn't really hurt me so far. No, I'm definitely not big time. Girlfriend just got unconditional pass on her prospectus for her PhD. That's awesome. Crushing it. How you do withdraw the money into your bank account? You take a payout, Fiddy. Depends. It's different for different firms, and you can select different ways to take it. Some allow you to take it through PayPal. Some allow you to take it directly, do it like an ACH transaction. With Personal Capital, the AMP, they allow you to do a wire or ACH withdrawal. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways, just depending on. Use Hero FX. I'm unfamiliar with them, to be honest. I don't like trading forex as much, man. They're not regulated the way that futures is. So, kind of gotten away from that. PhD sounds like you don't have to work. Start watering the flowers. Start baking. Let's start making a cake. Touching right back into this 5 and rejecting out of it. Appreciate that, Nick. I hope you have a great weekend also. Yeah, I'm about to roll, guys. I'm about to hop off of here, go eat, and proceed to study more and spend my weekend with my nose in a book. So hope you guys have a great day. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate all the follows. We'll see you on Monday. I'll be back live Monday morning, 9 a.m., between 9 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So you guys be safe. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. God bless you. Who do I recommend watching on YouTube? Check out T-Trades. T-Trades. The letter T, like Titan, like, yeah. T-Trades. You guys be good. Take care.